Hello everyone, it is Sue here. Welcome to my channel. So today's video is all about the Roxy's Journal of Stitchery Volume 8, Prompts 1 and 2. So I am making a wall hanging. It is 15 inches by 21 inches or 38.1 centimeters by 53.34 centimeters. So the way I chose the size was just what fit on my desk. And I kind of went with that. But as far as the prompt for something thrifted, I selected these two items right here. So this is a piece of curtain purchased years ago, and I have a lot of it. But I purchased it at a thrift shop that is now closed. It's like all the thrift shops are closing around me, which is sad. But anyway, so I wanted to use that as well as this piece of pink lace. So those are my two something thrifted. And I'm good with that. So this stuff is not sewn down. This is not sewn down. And the stuff I'm going to show you now is not sewn down either. So that will be my next step, is to go and sew everything down off camera. But anyway, so then prompt 3 is favorite fabrics. And just like everybody else, I have so many favorite fabrics. But I do have, let me kind of show you real quick. I bought this a few years ago from my local fabric store, and this is a set of fabrics that go together. Let me get you the name of it. Well, that's part of it right there, if anybody is interested, because this is amazing. I mean, I just love it. But anyways, okay, so this all goes together. So like, I didn't pull in this fabric because I don't know. Maybe they're going to say geometrics is one of the prompts. I have no idea. But then I can pull that in. Or they might say, use something with words. Well, then I can pull this in. Because these all go together. They were all part of the same set. So I pulled in these two. I'm thinking of putting this little rosette. See how she has a flower up here? To sew that right there, just to give her a little bit more interest. And then, since it's favorite fabrics, I also have 3 other fabrics here that I just love. So, and because I didn't want this to have just like one main focal piece, like I wanted these colors elsewhere on this wall hanging. And I think in threes, like a lot of mixed media folks do. And so I put another little cluster up here. I'm also thinking clusters, building up layers, right? So I have this fabric and this fabric and this fabric plus the yo-yo. Now all 3 of these fabrics are also down here. So I'm repeating as well, which I think makes a lot of sense when you're looking. Like if I'm looking at this and I'm standing back because it's on my wall, it's going to kind of make it cohesive. And then I wanted just a teeny tiny cluster at the bottom. So I just took 2 of those pieces that I'm repeating plus this, which is part of this fabric. So everything is kind of blending together one way or another. And I also have this strip right here, eyelet trim, and it could be thrifted. It is possible, but eyelet trim is like my favorite of all time. So I wanted to add some on here for, favorite fabric. Now it's not fabric, it is a trim, but I wanted to put it on there, and I thought it would be really nice. It kind of separates the top from the bottom, and that's not what I'm meaning to do. But say I wanted to add another doily, right? So like I could go over the top of this in sections, and I think it's going to look very pretty. So just, I don't know, just another option. So I also have added this applique, which I am not going to sew on at this point because it is not a prompt. I don't know if appliques will be a prompt, but when they are, I am all ready because that's what I want, and I want it right there. So, and I already know that, which is good, right? And I guess that's really about it. Let me see if I can. I'm going to try to go from the top. Now it's almost to the edge. You're missing maybe the last ½ inch on each side. So you're seeing most of it. So I'm going to go up slowly so you can kind of get the whole feel for the whole piece. I do have some darker pieces, but the base, I'm glad I kept it fairly neutral. There are some colors, that pop through, but that's okay. That's okay. I was going to keep it super like neutral, soft colors, but yeah, I mean, once I added those two girls, that, my soft palette just went away. So that's it. That is my piece, and I am going to go ahead and stitch all of this on. I will be back next week. I ordered a few things from Etsy, from 4 different shops on Etsy. One of them was from Australia, and that's not coming for a couple weeks. But the other 3 are already shipped, so, and it all relates to this project. Everything that I purchased has something to do with this gathered pieces project, things that I hope to use on it in future, for future prompts. So that is it for today. I have the links to Rachel and Sarah's YouTube channels as well as the Facebook group, so please go check them out. All right, thank you so much for being here. Let me know what you're working on for this project, if anything, and how you're coming along with all the prompts. It's been great. It's been really fun. So I'm glad I decided to jump back into slow stitching. It's been I'm going to say over a year since I've slow stitched, so it's been fun to get back into this. Okay, thanks so much for being here, and I will see you soon. All right, God bless. All right, bye-bye.